Uh-oh.
Wow, I didn't realize they could do that. Hey, Steven.
Hey, Chris.
This is State of Decay 2.
Sure is.
This is Bubba. Say hi to Bubba.
Hi, Bubba.
Yeah, I've been playing this game a bunch over the weekend, and mostly enjoying it. It's been pretty fun. Let's get started.
Did you play State of Decay 1?
I did play State of Decay 1.
Liked it or not liked it?
I liked it a lot. I liked it a bunch, and I hate zombie games for the most part. I don't like zombie games. I dislike them.
Right, so for people who don't know, the State of Decay games are about not so much... Well, I gotta let them finish talking first, right?
I mean, if you
What do
want
have
to.
to say.
No, he's just doing the same quest anyway. Yeah, they're base building survival games. So basically, here's the map as it exists right now. This is a game that I've been playing a bunch of, and thanks to Xbox Live, you can sort of sync those up. My base is over here. There's a couple of outbreaks over here. I was sort of in mid-mission when we sort of jumped in with these locals who I believe... that's not the mission I want. I solved some sort of mission for them.
Right, so the basics, right, you said survival game, but also like community building. And so in the State of Decay games, you don't just play as one character. You play as this sort of growing society of characters. You can change back and forth from one to the other by basically going to the base and saying, okay, let this character rest and have this character then take control of this character. And the characters have different wants, needs, personality traits. They get tired, they get injured, they need to get healed.
Yep, you can level them up. It's kind of like a little RPG. So
this is the main guy you're playing as, though, throughout this?
He's the one I started with.
Swapping around?
Oh, God, this is out of gas, too. Uh-oh. Yeah, so something I will say, just off the bat, cars are really, really useful. It's really useful to have a car.
Yeah, I don't have a car in the version I'm playing yet. You just get them anywhere?
You can pick them up everywhere. Yeah.
Okay.
You start with one. There's like a base building part in the beginning, and from there you sort of start. I'm also playing mouse and keyboard, which I'm feeling kind of a way about. Like the game's clearly optimized for controller, but I can't get comfortable doing that on the PC. I just kind of want to play with a mouse and keyboard.
Right.
But yeah, so we're refilled. We just run zombies over. Oh, we got a little mission over here. Uh-oh.
So yeah, you start the game. They give you some options of which pre-made characters you can play as, and they offer you pairs of them. And because part of it is they're pushing this idea that this game has co-op. Up to 4 players can be playing together compared to the previous game. And I haven't done any of the co-op, but I chose to play as a brother and sister set of characters. And from the beginning, I was playing, I think, as the sister in the sibling couple or parent. And eventually, like through a tutorial, I was setting up my first base, and then I was recruiting a couple of people in. But then, according to what I've read about the game, they're procedurally generating a lot of the other characters and a lot of the quests. And you can feel it in the sense that it feels like there's a lot of math happening in this game.
Yeah.
You know, they're deciding, okay, you're low on medical supplies. Here's a mission that might be able to get you, you get more medical supplies. For folks watching what Chris is doing here, he's got all the red in his map means zombies might be running around.
Yeah.
And he's exploring places, and then by kind of clearing them out, he's created these graze safety zones. He's also he's been scavenging, and one of the better classes of resources that you can get are basically medical supplies. He also just killed a zombie with a car door.
Yeah, that's actually the NPC will do that. I think that was in the first State of Decay. Something also... Oh god, bloaters suck. Basically, something that you should be aware of is that you have these like packs which will... uh-oh, sorry. You have these packs which are basically resource packs, and you can carry one on your back, or... Oh, this is a horde.
You
can carry one on your back, but you can also just go... Oh, I didn't even notice that guy.
You can carry a whole bunch in the car.
Yeah, you can carry one in...
He's got zombies to kill.
I had zombies on me. Yeah, you can carry like one in the trunk. So managing those cars and managing like resources and stuff is actually really useful. The guys with the red eyes are these... they're blood plague zombies. They suck. A huge part of it is that like in the State of Decay world, you don't usually... See, I'm going the same place. Yeah. In the State of Decay world, you don't actually tend to get bitten and then turn into a zombie.
You see what you just stumbled across, right?
Yeah, I stumbled across a bunch of stuff.
You've got like so there's these things in this game, these, I think they're called plague hearts.
Yeah.
And they are essentially a like pulsing mass of stuff that you need to attack and destroy in order to cleanse out the area of zombies. But as you attack it, it starts spitting out more zombies.
Yeah.
And supposedly, every time you take one of these out on the map, the other ones get stronger. So that's part of the math that I was referring to before, is that the game isn't really saying you must go here next or go there, but it is programmed so that wherever you go, when you start taking out the plague hearts, it's going to make the next areas harder. And so it gives you some sense of progression.
Oh,
there.
got the Screamer.
So he's got a Screamer zombie he just headshotted, which would have called in other zombies. He's using his melee attacks. He's got a stamina gauge and a health gauge on the bottom left there. Stamina is refilling. Health was a little low. He's got 2 items that he can use to... he's got health items on Q, and tab is a stamina recharge. Your weapons will fall apart on you. You can repair them. You've got guns. This game has a lot of stat building, even just through the way that you
I can show
play. So as he... Well, this is the right. Okay, so who are we again?
We are Bubba.
So you've been building up some of the stuff here. Explain what you've been doing.
So, okay, basically when you start with these like base level stuff, like this is somebody who I have not dumped anything into, which is actually bad. I should probably more evenly build up a lot of my characters.
He's got good posture, man.
He's got great posture.
A good thing.
So you'll have like
help?
4 skills. So you'll have like cardio, wits, fighting, shooting, and the more you do them, kind of like the Saga games, the better they get.
Fable.
Or Fable, yeah. And when you'll eventually get to a point where you can do a specialization skill. So in this case, his cardio turned into Powerhouse, which is reduced stamina cost for melee, grappling, and finishers. And
look at all those perks.
Yeah.
And that's because you've done like an 8-star or whatever, how many stars that is, 7 stars?
Yeah.
To do all these things, special moves. And you can see that he's got a demeanor. He's got, there's a sense of how much blood plague he has. Apparently, computer skills. How do you raise your computer skills?
Oh, I actually don't know. I got a book to get computer skills. I assume it's just through doing command center stuff.
I learned how to use a computer.
Yeah, the other one is Ogden. This guy, he's got very good sharpshooting. He needs better wits to get to that second level.
Wait, how do you get smarter in the game? Go down. What does it say? No, go to wits. Go to wits. Improve by searching containers. That's how you get smarter, folks. You can search containers.
Yeah, container searching is very important. Actually, let's just talk to this guy to move this quest forward.
Don't get dead, okay?
His buddies are all wiped out.
Yeah. So you can search, and if you fast search...
So you have to talk to him more, I think.
Oh, well.
Is that Quinn?
I think that is Quinn.
No, I think Quinn's somebody else.
Better keep looking.
No, he's
So
right there.
go to your
That's
arm.
Quinn.
Oh.
There we go.
There
I
we
think he
go.
just needed to be in a certain area.
Very sad. Sorry for his loss. But you got 28 influence, and every character is leveling up their influence, which can turn them into hero characters or community leaders. I haven't gotten that deep into the game to know like what the full consequences are of that. But you're building not just like a flat society, but actually a sense of leadership and inspiration and stats that I think spill out into other characters.
Yeah, and it's a currency, actually.
Oh, so that was one of the special packs you just got.
building
So that's
material.
building materials, which is key.
Yeah. So what you really want to do, because you don't want to waste gas if you can avoid it, you just
You
load
can have
up.
6 packs in that?
Yeah,
I have
that's
got to get myself a car.
that's how important that is.
Because I never have enough resources,
Yeah.
and everybody in my camp is depressed.
Yeah.
They're like, we don't have anything. They all keep quitting,
Yeah.
and I'm like, no, stay. And they leave, and they're like, screw you. So right now you're exploring this building that you're in, and it's
Yeah.
showing that there are 6 basically rooms or corners to explore.
Yeah.
Then the area went gray, which means that we have cleared things out.
Yeah.
There's still things you can rifle through, get smarter in the process, because apparently that's how you get smarter, and maybe even pick up some materials. So you're doing great.
Yeah,
man.
see? Once I figured the car thing out, because I think that was in the original game. It's been forever since I played State of Decay. That made the entire process of playing the game like way easier and just way more manageable. Like it's balanced for you to
Get some gas though. Do
Yeah.
you see that gas?
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
You want to get that gas can because the car will run out of gas and then you'll be stuck.
Yeah. Oh, we need teachers.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
The world does need teachers.
Also,
Pay 'em well too. Come
eventually
on.
you do run out of. Ooh, bike generator.
Your discipline went up somehow. And you show the people there. So you could add this as an outpost. You can only have a certain amount of outposts beyond your base, and then it would auto-generate certain supplies
Materials,
for you.
yeah.
Actually, you can claim it if you want to. But
I don't want to claim next to a plague heart space until I have like the ability to actually do that.
You're not gonna get that gas?
Hold on. I'm just gonna dump this.
Can,
I'm just gonna dump this bike in there. Yeah, weight actually encumbrance does matter. What's the? Nah, I don't need to.
Yeah, so lots of stats, lots of RPG mixed into action game design, and we're playing solo, but you can do co-op. You can shoot up a flare. Other people come into your game. So one of the issues, like the first game came out of nowhere and people were super into it. It didn't run that well.
Yeah.
Is this game running better for you compared to what you remember the first game running at? Pre-release.
It's pre-release. I don't feel like. I mean, there's a day one patch, so we don't really want to necessarily make. Oh hell yeah, make too much. I'll come back to the seeds. Don't want to do too much judgment on what is sort of an incomplete game, but like it was sort of inconsistent on some level. But I think it's gotten a little better. But it's hard for me to tell because I have a Vega 56. So
yeah, I'm playing on an Xbox One S, not X. An S is not really that much more powerful than the regular one, and frame rate's been chuggy
at best.
But I haven't picked up the new patch, so I don't know if that smooths it out.
Yeah.
It's not surprising though. There's so much clearly like number crunching, data stuff happening in this game world that I wouldn't be shocked if it turns out to have suboptimal performance. But we'll see. We'll find out more as we find out what the patches do and all that kind of stuff. And you can judge for yourself. Currently, it's running on a pretty good PC here, right, Chris?
Yeah, it's a 1080 in here.
This is right. To be clear, this is not the one you've been playing it mostly on, where it's been running really nicely.
Yeah, it's been really, really nice. I mean, the Vega 56 is like a 1070 sort of comparable, I'd say. So should be pretty. I actually kind of want to do. Sorry, I'm gonna get rid of these guys. Part of me wants to go back and do a, what do you call it?
I think it might be good to go to your base and drop stuff off and show people what the base building looks like. We briefly got a glimpse of the base screen before when you paused. We can take more of a look at that when you go back there. Now you have a food outpost over here. It looks like generating pizza.
Yeah. Oh god, I overshoot the off ramps a lot in this area, just because I can't. I'm so used to just like climbing directly to my spot. Yeah. So I should have taken it right there. Wasted some gasoline.
You've got a buddy in the car. You think right, or are you by yourself? I would think he would have pointed it out for you.
No, I'm not.
Oh no, you're solo. Oh, because Quinn's gone.
I also screwed this up.
Quinn's
yeah.
at the door.
Yeah. No. Yeah. There's.
Oh.
Wow. I didn't realize they could do that. Oh yeah, he has a leg sweep like that.
Somebody nearby needs help, but they're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, they can wait.
We got other stuff to do.
Yeah, the leg sweep that he got from upgrading works.
Sweep the leg.
Yeah, it works. Like the Cobra Kai show they keep advertising on YouTube.
So I initially was not having a good time with this game because I think I was just managing my community poorly, and probably missed some things. And this is the nature of a lot of sim type games where you can basically make a few choices out of ignorance that are bad early, and then be kind of screwed. And so I've been thinking about restarting it, but even in lieu of restarting it, I found that the more that I played, the more I understood what my community's needs were, what my characters' needs were. And there goes a clown zombie.
Yeah, I was surprised by the clown zombie.
And then I was able to figure out, okay, this is a better way to bolster the thing. So I think I had recruited too many people to my community, so it was okay that some of them were bailing.
Yeah.
Because I had more people than I had beds, and I had a place that was auto-generating pizza for my people, but I needed to be auto-generating supplies and medical supplies and stuff like that, and I was losing medical supplies. So now I have a farm, and they're farming, and that's generating some food, so I don't need as much auto-generated pizza.
Yeah.
We're back on the base.
Yep.
And Chris is dropping some of his goods off. You didn't have to manually haul each of the bags from the car.
I think I do, but I don't.
Oh my goodness.
Well, I mean, I don't know if there's. Actually, I don't know if there's a way to drop it off in the garage. That would be interesting if there is.
You should, because you do have garages. Most of the areas that are inside the base of operations here can be upgraded. Why don't you show people the base screen, actually, and they can get a good look at that whole schematic.
Okay, yeah, so we have, I have storage built in, and then the chef's kitchen up here. There was a double room, double bunk bed, and then a master bedroom, which I actually had to clear out
Yeah, clear the junk out.
Yeah, to clear the junk out, otherwise you just don't have a bed. We're actually down a bed, so I need to either get an outpost that has a bed or figure some way to change this. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so show people some of the stuff that you can do in that. And if you can go back to that screen for a second.
Oh, sure.
So if you click on like infirmary, let's see what some of your options are. So you can check somebody in if they have plague problems. You can craft medical supplies, or heal the character yourself. And then if you upgraded it more, you can craft better medical supplies. And every one of these places on this map, first of all, some of these lots, you can back out of this part of it and just look at the main blueprint. Some of these were empty when the game starts, and so you're choosing what to place into each of those spots. There's ways to drill down even deeper, and you can see exactly the things that are. You can see exactly the things that are your community is happy about or sad about. So, like, I had people whose morale was low because we didn't have enough medical supplies, but I also had a person whose morale was low because, like, another character, I don't know if it was like they snored, but there was like something that like got on their nerves about another character. Yeah. And I think I basically have to sort of accept that that's going to be a negative component, -3 morale or something to my community unless I kick one of them out.
Yeah. So Kevin sucks, is what I realized.
Let's look at his morale there.
He's disorganized, and he doesn't have a workshop, so he's pissed off that he doesn't have a workshop. He has geek trivia, which that's awful. That's an awful.
It helps morale.
Yeah, but I don't like what it implies.
Scroots, Einer, Jeffries, and the use of the number 47. I only get the 47 reference. I don't even know what the other two were. So I don't have deep knowledge.
She's pissed off that Kevin's so disorganized.
Right, that's having an effect on everybody. But everybody's feeling good about being hydrated. +1 for the hydration.
Yeah, everyone's got enough water.
This dude's happy. He likes gardening, and you've got a garden.
He doesn't like Kevin, though. Everyone's pissed off that Kevin is disorganized.
Yeah, and I don't know if there's a way to improve that.
Yeah, I don't either.
Work on it, but it's only a -3, so that's not the worst.
No.
For morale. So you can see, we can see the status of the homestead here, the stability there. You can see the amount of supplies Chris has. So the things that were the backpack supplies that he then was putting in the trunk of the car are the things that you see there with the pizza, which is food, the medical cross, which is medical, and you are using those key resources on upgrades and even just setting up parts of your base. There's tons more stuff to collect, as you can see from this supply locker, where he's picked up a lot of guns. You got a lot of medical supplies and stuff like that as well. Tons of weapons.
Ammo.
Wow, this is just like I'm a little disturbed by how many guns you have here.
Yeah, I got a lot of guns.
All right. Where's your NRA membership card?
I mean,
I guess
I think that's a faction here. There is one faction of these very sort of, not to get too much in spoiler, but there is a sort of like paramilitary faction that I've met so far a little bit. I don't know enough about them.
I really hope there's a way to just auto dump your packs.
Well, it's still more efficient than the other way, which is to
walk with each one.
Yeah, and I think this is a facility mod, so that bike can help. Let's see.
So it'll take one person 5 minutes to install it.
Yeah, I think it's.
And it'll hurt the morale? Wait, why would we want to do this?
No. It may be because they have to actually like get on a bike and work out.
Which currently don't have any electricity, which might be a negative as well. So maybe other people would be happy if you had electricity. I say we see what happens.
Okay, so I'm assuming modding this. All right, so let me also, while I'm here, go down here. I've been hesitant to actually mod any electricity just because I know it consumes fuel, although I seem to have a pretty steady stream of that.
But I wonder. Now, we would have to wait 5 minutes in order to find out what the full impact is on that. And I don't know but it happens in the background. And so you can set up a lot of simulated things. We have an indication that a character has a mission available for them. That's that. If folks were looking on Chris's mini-map there, that's a... If you switch to that character, they would have a mission for them.
We actually have too many materials, so...
send them some to my game.
Storage becomes a thing. If you just keep like hoarding materials, you end up like they'll decay over time. Or I think in the case of food, one of my people made snacks, and that ended up helping out down the line.
Now notice there's tons of goals here. So we have a set of sort of conditions of the community. People want the infestations that are nearby to be cleared. They want to establish an outpost, and they're recommending that you build beds. But can you go back to the map for one more second?
Of course.
You have the primary goal, get somebody up to the level of leader, but there's other goals, and so there's always like a ton of missions. There's always like stuff to do, which I appreciated. Like it's fairly open-ended, but they're not forcing anything on you. But there is a lot to accomplish.
Yeah. And that guy's over there. I'm gonna try to get rid of an infestation real quick. I think that's a good way to sort of show how that works. So yeah, infestations. Oh yeah, red eyes. Those are blood plague guys.
And day-night cycle as it's getting darker in the process. Putting on those headlights. This game is not even being sold in a standard way. So that, like every Xbox game now has a bunch of asterisks on it. So I think it's worth just mentioning. First of all, not being sold for what is traditionally considered a full price. So the game comes out and it'll be selling for $30. We're not exactly sure why. I mean, I think the game has
closer to the original price, if I remember correctly. I could be wrong.
I mean, the game has a lot going for it, and but sort of, I don't know. Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth in terms of the $30. There is a $50 version where you can start playing it several days earlier. It's on the 18th instead of the 22nd. But that also gets you some of the DLCs that are coming. But then if you have the Xbox Game Pass subscription, I think now it's all the new Microsoft published games come out as part of that, so you can get it that way as well. So not that there's a lot of Microsoft published Xbox games. Oh, your
weapons degrading. Yeah, I'm gonna try to see if I can snipe my way through this one though.
Okay.
I'm gonna be bold and in the worst case scenario. All right, let's see. There is a guy kind of clipping through there. So we're told on the top
left that you have 1 screamer and 6 regular zombies, right? I think that's what that means.
Yeah, I think that's what that means.
Trashy old house.
Yeah. The screamer's right there, so I can pick him off, I think. Yep, there we go. Got him.
Nice. We got an X in that schematic on there.
This AR is very useful.
Gunslinging stat goes up.
Yeah, I got 2 more.
The thermometer gauge, in case people are wondering, is that's above his mini-map, is how infected he is with blood plague, which is not very...
Nope. And I think you can get blood plague cure. Yeah, if the guys with the red eyes, you'll take samples from them and from plague hearts, and they will in turn. Let's turn the lights on here. Those in turn can be turned into cure. Yeah, okay, got that guy. I think at the. God damn it.
Oh.
Ew. Icky. Yeah, those can be turned into cure at your clinic.
What year does this game take place in? Because did you see in that room there was like there was a VCR and a very old school looking computer.
It takes place whenever PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds takes place, in my mind.
Similar aesthetic.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's funny how State of Decay sort of kind of born from a similar aesthetic and I feel like a similar culture of PC games. And now just feels a little more Battlegroundsy just because Battlegrounds is everywhere. Yeah, this house sucks. I don't want to spend too much time here.
Site can be claimed, but not all sites are worth it. And that's one of the mistakes I think I was making early when I played the game, is that if a person could be recruited, if a site could be claimed, I was like, yeah, join my team, yes, add that site. And before I knew it, I had way too much stuff.
You just clipped through there.
I didn't see that. And it was just like I overextended myself. And that's a standard type of thing that can happen to you in a sim game. Looks like there's plenty more that you could be doing in this game, but this has been a pretty good tour of State of Decay 2, as far as I'm concerned, Chris.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty fun. Sorry if I ran into cars while trying to explain this game, but I assure you there is a lot to do. And if you get a chance, hey, our bike got generated.
Yeah. So we've now got some electricity. Look at this.
Yeah, see?
Staying hydrated was disabled. Crop vegetables have changed.
I think I just have to go back and have somebody use the rain collector.
Yeah.
So I have a rain collector that enables a lot of my stuff. And
hey, beggars can't be choosers. It's either water or electricity. They cannot have both. In Chris Person and Bubba's, whatever you call it, base of operations.
Ooh, also, just a note, this place is real nice. Ooh.
Barricaded strip mall. Wait, a Taekwondo gym.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there.
What can you do with this stuff?
I don't know, but this place rules, and I'm gonna come back and make it my base.
Wow, a base in a strip mall.
Yeah, in a quick ER.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, this has been State of Decay 2. Thanks for watching.
Later.